Can I what?
Like the top of your head's cut off.
Again?
Yeah.
We're so good at cutting off the top of my head, apparently.
I can't see. I'm kind of blind.
Kind of blind.
There's a light.
There's that bright light. Head towards the light, Carol Ann. Alright, so, ride home review. Need for Speed. Alright, first of all, number one, we'll get this out of the way. There's going to be spoilers. So if you're watching this, we're going to talk about stuff that is going to be a big surprise, I'm sure. Okay? So, that being said, overall opinion, what'd you think? Go ahead.
I don't even know where to start. Like,
all right.
help
Do you
me
want
out.
to? Okay. So let's set this up. Let's set up the storyline. Guy inherits his dad's garage clearly after he's passed. Bank guy comes, makes a shady deal with a guy to rebuild Ford and Shelby's Mustang that they were working on when Shelby died. I mean, okay. Yeah. Let's just go ahead. Yeah, let's just go ahead and suspend any disbelief at this point, okay?
Don't they already, have Shelby Mustangs out?
Yeah, they do, but this is the one that they
out.
were working on. So, clearly that makes this one special.
Okay.
So, so they rebuild it, and are supposed to get the money to, save his garage or whatever, but then gets challenged to a race by the antagonist, the bad racer guy, and Dino. Yes, love the name. That's terribly appropriate. So, not that I have anything wrong with people who are named Dino. I'm sorry if I offended. Anyway, so long story short, Dino kills the guy. Aaron Paul's character gets framed for it. Toby gets framed for it and goes to jail. And then, of course, he has to exact redemption for his bro. Not really his brother, but, his bro. Following the bro code, as it were. So what did you think? I mean, come on, you really had to suspend disbelief. You might as well.
Oh my gosh, on every possible level ever. Like, seriously, this car should not have been driving half the time because
yeah, it's like
called suspension. Tire.
Yeah, the part where they're like, and then the car, like, they do the grasshopper move where they come flying over.
And something just bounced off the car, stupid truck. It's a mix between Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah. And
what was the other one? I don't know, but it was like written. Oh, there's a train. It was written by like 14-year-old boys.
Yeah. So, as I remarked, like this, they clearly know their audience, which is they're basically targeting 11 to 17-year-old boys.
And then my other thing, the Bugatti Veyron.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a really slow train. That's just really fast.
Turn around
it's not
again?
very. Yeah, I actually am.
Okay.
It's not very maneuverable, shall we say? Is it, or is it more?
No, it's got handling. It's got control. Now, that is one thing I will say. So let's kind of back up for a minute.
Like I just
did. Good point. You did just back up, and now we're going this way. So one thing I will say again, because this was written by clearly, a 14-year-old boy. The amount of car porn that is in this movie, like, there are so many awesome cars.
Yes, but for anybody who may be motion sickness, car sickness, or anything sickness, the movie's not good for you.
Yeah, I can see how that could be a little rough, just because, I mean... They
show the in driver's seat thing, and I just wanted to just vomit.
Yeah, the part where the cop was chasing him, they had they were doing the shaky cam behind the cop when he was trying to run back over to his car when they were in Nebraska. Yeah, horrible. Absolutely horrible. Poor choice.
Oh, any of the car chases, or any of the car, inside the car things was not good.
Yeah, I didn't think that was terrible unless... if you get motion sick, understand that there's a good possibility of that. So, but yeah, a lot of car porn. I mean, in terms of the fancy cars that they have and everything like that. But I mean, the premise of the movie is weak. Not that I really had high hopes for this. I wasn't sitting here going, well, this will, this is going to be like a riveting. Yeah, this is not winning any Oscar awards. Okay, I'm pretty sure we knew that up front. So that being said, even still the plot line was thin, the acting was thin. I just didn't believe that the characters were really, pissed off at each other. Were really, they were. It's like they were trying really hard to be intense. And it's like this just isn't working. It just didn't work.
I did when she was in the hospital. Really, if I ever go to the hospital in San Francisco, I'd like that room view.
Yeah,
nice view of the Bay Bridge.
Yeah, amazing room view for being in the hotel. Yeah, so just know you're going to have to suspend your disbelief a lot for just a lot. Again, you might as well treat it as if you're going into a sci-fi movie. Physics completely ignored. Cars crashing into things and then being able to be right back in the race. Like, in terms of they really didn't lose a lot of speed. Yeah, you would maintain some momentum, but I mean, with the angles of the cars are taking hits and things like, they just wouldn't retain that much speed. They would get slowed down a lot more, and then it would ruin the aerodynamics, and the cars wouldn't be able to keep up with other cars that had no damage. I mean,
that,
really.
and we learned from Mythbusters, you cannot pull the axle off of a car by tying it to it on a chain to something else.
Yeah, so that was pretty bad that they opted to do that. I mean,
that was throwback to like 1950s car chases.
Yeah, it was almost like you threw in just a little bit of the Blues Brothers,
And I don't fully believe their portrayal of Detroit.
Yeah, so when they were in Detroit, I actually think that they shot that in Detroit. I really do. I think
Maybe.
They probably, because the thing is that and Detroit.
They only
don't
had
get me
one
wrong,
cop.
we're from Cleveland. Well, they only had the one cop for the one portion of it.
Well,
but
they can't afford all the other cops in Detroit, so that's realistic.
Detroit, we love you. Really.
Dude, but they're
seriously.
bankruptcy.
I mean, we're from Cleveland, so.
We're not Detroit.
But we're not Detroit. So. Anyway. So what did you think overall? I mean, were you going in knowing that this is a movie that's based off a video game?
Oh, is that it? Because there's this tunnel vision thing. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, they did the speed thing from the video game, which is like, I don't know if it's when you boost or just when you end up going fast.
It stretches out.
Or it stretches out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's from the video game.
It wasn't a bad way of trying to take a video game and turning it into current thing.
Yeah.
Except for, in many, many ways, it wouldn't work because of our current, law enforcement technology. And if you're driving a one-of-a-kind car across the U.S., they're going to find you.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's what I loved. I love the fact when they're racing at the end, consider using lethal force. What?
Hey, Cleveland did that. 186 shots, okay?
Oh, okay.
They're not on Cleveland.
That's fair. But
that is realistic.
I mean,
that was the most realistic part. When you're chasing a car,
and you're knocking cars off the road. Yeah. All of a sudden, now the use of lethal force.
They needed to bring in more police officers and then unload everything you got into the cars.
Yeah, clearly that would have.
That has happened, so that is realistic.
Oh, that's sad but true. So.
It's sad but true. Yeah, Cleveland.
My gosh. So, anyway, so trying to get back to what I was saying before, suspending your disbelief, knowing that you're not going in for an Academy Award, knowing that this is a movie based off of a video game, knowing who their target audience is of basically 11 to 17-year-old males, so the plot line's not going to be real thick or anything like that.
I like the cheesy heartbeat in there too.
What part was that?
When he gets ready to race, you hear the thum. It happened in the first race in the beginning. And then it happened at the end when he's like that. Well, you can't really see me out here, but when
Yeah,
he's like gripping the
when he's
steering
gripping the
wheel
steering wheel.
and starting to focus and becoming one, you just
Yeah.
hear.
He didn't
boom,
make that face.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, he made the serious face.
Well, I'm not on camera, so no one can see my face.
No, I made the
Oh.
like an angry face, and that was
No,
really
but it's
you
his
made the serious
focused
face.
face. And you hear the heartbeat thing, and that's just kind of. I'm sorry, that's just kind of cheesy.
Yeah. So, okay. So, given all of that,
It wouldn't be bad if you had nothing to do and you wanted some.
it wouldn't be
Something bad.
it wouldn't be bad to do if you didn't have.
I wouldn't
Let's put it this way:
pay
Do you
full
want?
movie price for it.
You wouldn't pay full movie price for it. Okay.
No.
That's fair.
Because
so,
movies are expensive.
would you even recommend the rental?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would recommend the rental.
What's the rental, like $5?
$2, $3.
$2? Yeah, it's totally worth a rental.
Yeah.
And you need something to do, and you just wanted to zone, you
You
know?
mean you don't want to have something else to do with 2 hours of your life?
But no, like when you need that downtime, you're like, you know, I just want to watch something and just get rid of reality.
Yeah, I would say I would say that this is, if you're into cars, if you're into racing, if you like the video game and you want to see how they managed to stretch that out into a storyline.
See, but I didn't think they showed much of the cars. They
did.
showed fastness.
They did though. I mean, and the thing is you know, you had everything from Maserati to the Bugatti Veyron to.
I saw Maserati the other day.
Yeah, but my point is you've got a lot of carpool. So if you like, you know, if you're into cars, if you're into the video game, yeah, I can see you liking this. I mean, otherwise, you know.
I don't know, but people keep watching Fast and Furious, and I don't understand that movie either.
Yeah, I don't understand the obsession with that.
mean,
Now, granted,
Paul
I've
Walker
only seen.
was extremely attractive, so I'll give you that. But beyond that, I don't understand what you run around and you're fast and you're furious, and you are fast and furious.
Yeah, he was definitely not a terrible looking guy. No arguments there.
Apparently, Nike 6 does the speed limit.
Wow.
I would have thought he was a not speed limit abiding citizen.
Yeah. So, not just so you know, Nike 6 is someone who actually lives by us. That's their
It's their license plate.
That's their license plate on their car. So, yeah. He's got a Superman plate
On his Mustang.
on his Mustang.
And
yeah.
he's going the speed limit.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good.
Can I go on a little rant real quick?
Yeah, I'm going to McDonald's, so let's go down.
Okay. So, you basically take.
Oh, now he's speeding up.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You basically take the Mustang off of the street from today, and you say that this is the reworked Mustang from when Shelby was working on it?
Yeah.
Really? Come
That
on!
looked like it was a marketing ploy
Come on.
for Ford.
The product placement in that movie
Those.
was, yeah,
All the
the Bose
camera
headphones, the
things.
Dos Equis, and
I
you
didn't see
know.
the Dos Equis.
Oh, yeah, when they were all sitting around after the first race.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Oh, it was there.
That's
But this is also a former marketing guy who's noticing this stuff, so.
Don't judge my order, people.
Oh, we're totally going to judge your order. We're totally judging. We're judging her.
You have money or you want me to have money?
You have money.
Yeah.
I paid for the movie.
Thanks for stopping. How can I help
Oh,
you?
I'll buy you dinner too.
Can I have a medium Coke, a small fry, and 2 chocolate chip cookies?
Can I ask anything else?
That's it.
That sounds like a
It's
healthy
going to be
dinner.
$4.26 at your second window, please.
No, I have cash.
What? Now my money's not good enough?
Well, I don't want you to charge it if I have cash. I'm trying to be responsible.
Well, that is very responsible of you. But yeah, getting back to the whole thing about the Mustang, you.
Shh, don't talk to people at the window. I think we're crazy. Oh, guess we're going to the next one.
Well, they said at the second window.
Yeah.
Did you miss that?
I don't
Did
pay
you?
attention.
We recorded it. We can go back and play it later.
Don't pay attention. It's a drive-through. Okay, you can keep talking.
All right. So anyway,
Ford.
yeah. So yeah, product placements, lots of them. Makes sense.
It kind of felt like a Ford commercial now that I think about it.
Really, even with all the other cars.
Until the other cars, because that's after the Ford gets wrecked.
Yeah.
Up
Well,
until that, it's
they
all
had the Koenig. They had the Koenigsegg zags.
Zig, zig, zag.
Zig zig ah.
Yeah,
They
but
have- they
it
have
still
those,
felt
you
because
know,
you had
early
to
on.
feel that it was the American Ford that's going to come and kick everybody's ass.
Yeah, but then he ends up not racing it in the end. He ends up racing the Koenigsegg.
Because
Yeah, there's a spoiler for you. He doesn't race the Shelby.
because
Sorry.
Americans don't make the best sports cars.
Yeah.
Muscle car. I'll say
Apparently,
muscle cars.
apparently they must have said, "Hey, Ford, how much are you willing to pay us for this car to win?" And they're like, "Yeah, we can't get people to suspend belief that much." Okay.
No, I'll give muscle cars, but if you're doing
yeah.
sports cars and on
But
the
I mean-
twisty turny roads,
Yeah, but I'm sorry. The best Mustang in the world is not going to beat a Lamborghini
a Veyron?
or a Veyron or a Koenigsegg or any of those cars. No, not happening.
but it had that feel, you know, like the good old American. Oh, where did I just put my money? Oh, there it is. It's nice and crispy.
Not saying anything.
It's nice and crispy.
So,
Hi.
26.
Ooh, someone's spinning their tires, burning out of McDonald's.
all right, can I go on a little rant?
Yeah.
All right, so all of the stuff where they're driving in and out of the city and they're like, you know, basically doing all of the hard turns and the weaving in and out of all of the traffic and everything like that. And they're sitting there and they're, you know, trying to encourage her to not be in the car anymore or anything like that. Just, we need filler for the movie. That's what I feel like. It's just,
Okay.
so.
But I think, yeah, that's true. But it's still kind of
I mean,
stereotypical, and then she turns out not to be a stereotypical woman.
of course. Now, okay, one more thing I want to talk about that. They could have done so much more with her character. It would have been so much better if she would have been a driver. But instead, they have to make her the prototypical girl who knows a little bit about cars, but she's still really hot and has a British accent. And no, don't do that. Don't do that. Make her cool.
I know.
Let her drive the car. Heck, you know what would have been really awesome?
What?
Is if she would have won and avenged him. That would have been really cool.
I avenged her death.
You know? But no. Instead, we just... Again, my expectations are probably higher than they should be. And, well...
Really?
Yeah, I know. So, overall rating, what do you give it?
I'll give it a C.
You give it a C.
It was enough to distract me from being hungry.
Enough? That is enough to distract you from being hungry.
No, let's
That
face
is a
it.
vote of confidence.
But let's face it, though, I don't distract. I do get distracted easy. But
What, squirrel?
what? Where? No. No. If I was like hungry and grouchy, at least it entertained me for a little bit.
Alright, that's fair. I'm sorry. I've if I take it at face value, knowing what it is, it's a B. I
Oh,
guess.
so you gave it higher than me?
No. This is saying if I take it at face value, knowing what it is, but if I compare this as an absolute scale against all other movies, this is terrible. This is just terrible.
Okay, maybe that's.
That's what I'm saying. If this is your kind of movie, fine. More power to you.
It's kind of
For
like
me,
Highlander.
it's like the last Highlander. Yes. Like if
That
you were
movie
really into
sucked.
the Highlander movies, just, yeah, more power to you. They're probably great. But the last one was horrible.
Oh, it
and
sucked
this,
bad.
yeah, and this was just. I'm sorry. On an absolute scale, this gets an F. And
Ooh.
yes, it gets an F. It was just the acting was bad, the storyline was bad. It's the ignorance of physics, the ignorance of crime scene investigation, and just I'm sorry, there's just way too many holes in the plot line.
Dude, and if you're an ex-con, skipping parole, speeding across country, messing up Detroit, getting into a speed race and hitting cop cars and getting car accidents, you're getting more than a few months.
Yeah, you're getting more than 178
Bye-bye, we'll
days.
see you in
Yeah, we'll see you in a few years.
Peace out.
So, all right. So I think that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. Again, if you like this kind of movie, great. Enjoy.
It's really not that bad. Like, there
On an absolute scale, that's a terrible movie.
But there are a lot worse movies.
There are a lot worse movies, but it still gets an F. On the absolute scale, it gets an F. If you're into that kind of genre, it's probably a B or a C, but absolute scale F.
Oh.
Yes, fail. So that's Need for Speed Ride Home Review. Thanks for watching.